Hey everyone, how's it going? So what am I working on now? I got a Chevy Equinox here. What year is this thing? It's a 2015. I don't even know what engine it is. Probably a 4-cylinder if I had to venture a guess. Anyway, customer's only complaint is check engine light. So I asked him, I said, do you have any drivability problems? He says no. He goes, just seems like the idle is low sometimes. I'm like, okay. So I get in it. What's the first thing I always look at? I look at mileage and then I look at the last oil change sticker. It was due for an oil change at 118,000 and it's got 121,000 on it. So, okay. It's 3,000 miles overdue according to the sticker. Now, what did they put that sticker to? That 118,000. Did they put it to the suggested 7,000 mile oil change intervals? Put it to 5,000? Doesn't really matter, but it's overdue. Okay, according to the sticker. It was done at a dealership too. So, he wants to get it inspected. Okay, obviously. Well, with a check engine light, you can't. You'll fail inspection. So I ran it for codes, and this is what I came up with. So here you see, I have my scanner, ECM, the engine control module and the electronic brake control module have codes. I don't care about that one, but this one, we have intake camshaft position system, exhaust camshaft position system, fuel rail pressure sensor. Okay, not too concerned about the fuel rail pressure at this point either. But those two, what could cause those two? Well, lack of maintenance can cause the chain to wear. When a chain wears, it's not that it stretches, but it becomes longer because of the wear in it. So technically it's not stretched, but it is longer. So I'm going to go with stretched. So technically the chain will stretch. Not stretch, you know what I mean. So you got all those links in a timing chain. You think about it, there's how many hundreds of points of wear, and then you get a thousandth of an inch of wear in just one of those points, and then you multiply it by however many hundreds of points there are. Think about it. It winds up becoming a lot. So I haven't checked the oil. I just started up and I pulled it to the back of the shop. And I do notice a noise. So let's go underneath the hood and let's see what that noise is. See if we can't determine. Because I'm not quite sure what it is. It is hot as all get out here today. And it is bright and sunny. Oh, just popping open the hood here. Yeah, and it's a 4-cylinder. This motor don't sound too healthy. That clicking noise, that could be a belt though. But the motor in general, I hear like a... You hear that? It's like hot, 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 hot. It doesn't sound good. Let's check the oil. Now, I know some people are going to freak out and say, oh, you should have checked the oil first. Well, I didn't know what was wrong with it. The customer said there was no drivability issues, really. Just that occasional low idle. So, how do you know to check the oil? Why would you check the oil first? Because I get a lot of people that say that to me, and I can't for the life of me figure that one out. Customer drove it here, so it's not like it got towed in. So let's check the oil now. I'm going to see if I can't prop you up here somewhere. I don't think I have a spot where I can actually prop you. Yeah, that'll work. And of course it keeps losing focus. So all I did was I'm wiping the stick off. Make sure there's no oil on it right now. Sink that bad boy in place. Pull it out. And what do we see? There is no oil on the stick. Nothing. That little bit that was there, that's just residual in the tube. There is no oil on that. So, here it goes again. Lack of maintenance. And this car is clean. This car is spotless. Inside and out. It's a clean car. But now guess what? You may need a motor. Engine. May need an engine. Why? Too lazy to open the hood. Too lazy to check the oil. Or you know, maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe it's not lazy. Maybe it's just they don't know. If you have an owner's manual in your car, read your owner's manual. I mean, come on. So, I'm going to have to break this news to the person. I got a funny feeling with those 2 codes. I got a funny feeling this thing's, and the noise that it's making, I got a funny feeling this thing's going to need an engine. So, alright, well, it's just going to be a short video this time around. But there again, lack of maintenance kills another car. And it's only got 115,000 miles or whatever it was on it. It doesn't, or 121,000. Not a lot of miles. These engines, these Ecotec engines, I hear a lot of bad things about them, but I know people that maintain them and never have a problem with them. They go 300,000 miles with no issues. Just maintain it. I don't know why it's so difficult for people to maintain stuff nowadays, but it is what it is. You know, here I start going off on a tangent. All right, well, hopefully you got something out of that. If you did, hit that like button. If you could, please subscribe. All right, well, have a great day. Keep wrenching.